To stand this close to her power. I never thought I'd make it.
I wouldn't have if not for the lantern bearer. To think the absolute grace is such a creature as that.
We are each of us threads in her design. Even those we once called monsters.
Where do you hail from?
I was a farrier in D.I.C.E Valley. And the dreams came.
My brothers had the dreams too. Same as me. They wouldn't admit it.
The Absolute calls us all to her design. Your family. Hush! Meat sounds above. Here. No! Meg only small. This huge. In walls above. Maybe whole tower. You find meat. You share. Enough waiting. I crave blood. Leave no survivors.
Got a long road ahead.
The seat of the Absolute, and the source of our altered tadpoles. Stay your blade when you're able. Interrogate who you can. Answers first, bloodshed later. Indolence breeds madness.
We did as we was told, General. Followed every order.
The facts suggest otherwise. You were ordered to retrieve the artifact. You failed to do so.
Us? No, it was Minthara. She got the orders. She...
Enough!
A blast of mental energy washes over you, filling the room. Your tadpoles squirms, urging you to obey.
You failed to retrieve the artifact. You failed to protect your true soul. You do not deserve to live.
Mercy, General! Please!
General Thorm?
Let our newest arrival speak. You have seen what these creatures are capable of, and you have seen their inadequacies, isn't that so? What is your judgment?
You know I'm loyal! Tell him!
Enough! True Soul, tell the General how the goblins served our cause.
See? What'd I tell ya? Praise the Absolute!
Faith without action is anemic, sickly, in a word, useless. We are too close to the ending and the new beginning. I can coddle failure no longer. Kill them, quickly.
What? No!
You creaking old bag of shit! I'm so sorry, my lord. She's an unbeliever outside my control.
Try again.
No! No!
Dispose of the rest as you see fit. Or better yet, put that true soul to use. You have far more important matters to attend to. Or have you forgotten?
Of course not, my lord. Thank you. You heard the General. The goblins are yours. Deal with them however you wish. Here in the seat of the Absolute's power, your authority over them is complete. They will obey any command. Report to me upstairs when you're done.
Please! You gotta help me! For old time's sake! Oh, praise the Absolute! And praise her true soul!
You did the right thing. I'm sure those nasties deserved a bollocking, but we're no executioners. Let's go see what Zarel makes of it.
Give up now.
I suppose you want to hear about Khazad-dûr. My old master. Before the Mind Flayers took me from him. Before this strange, twisted freedom. Khazad-dûr Zar is a vampire lord in Baldur's Gate. The patriarch of his coven and a monster obsessed with power. Not political power or military power, I mean power over people. The power to control them completely. He turned me nearly 200 years ago. I became his spawn, and he became my tormentor. He had me go out into Baldur's Gate to fetch him the most beautiful souls I could find. It was a fun little ritual of his. I'd bring them back, and he'd ask if I wanted to dine with him. And if I said yes, he'd serve me a dead, putrid rat. Of course, if I said no, he'd have me flayed. Hard to say which was worse. My point is simple. The Mind Flayers aren't the only monsters out there. They're not even the only ones hunting us. All I'm asking is that you keep your eyes open and watch out for anything lurking in the shadows. What more could I ask? Now, is that all? I would, but you have so many friends already. In that case, I'd be happy to tag along.
She belongs to everyone, Git. That's the point.
Friends, right?
Araj O'Blordra, trader in blood and the sanguineous arts. It is a pleasure to stand before a true soul, and your pale companion. I'd like to offer my services, if you're willing. Put plainly, I'd like your blood. A vial of true soul's blood, specifically. With one drop, I can brew a rather potent potion for you. The rest, I keep for myself. No idea, but it will be unique to you. Your blood essence and the Absolute's blessing intertwined. We can learn exactly what that means together, Just a little prick and it's all over. Close your eyes. There we are. All of your very best traits in a bottle. Use it well. Although perhaps there's one more thing we could discuss. Your friend. He's a vampire, no? Or one of their spawn, at least.
Oh, don't worry. We're all friends under the Absolute. I won't bite.
Oh, I'd prefer if you did. I assume he belongs to you? I'm sure he really believes that. How utterly adorable. Do you have a name, Spawn?
Astarion, but hold on.
Good. Now, Astarion. I've dreamt of being bitten by a vampire since I was a young girl.
I'm sorry. You want to be bitten?
To feel your life's blood slipping away. To dance on the edge between life and death. Yes, I want it. I'll even compensate you. A potion of legendary power that forever increases the strength of the one who consumes it. It's not for sale, but it's yours if you bite me.
I will have to decline.
Excuse me? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and you're squandering it.
I gave you my answer.
Can't you talk some sense into your obstinate charge?
I'm sorry, but could you excuse us a moment? Are you actually asking me to do this? Trading me for some potion? Because there's something wrong with her blood. I can smell it from here. It's rank. That would explain the stench, yes. I've already had enough illithid filth in my head. I don't want it in my stomach as well.
I don't have all day, true soul.
Fine. I'll do it. Darling, I've had a sudden change of heart. After all, who could resist such a delectable neck? Hold very, very still.
Incredible. Incredible.
Oh, hells.
Not your taste.
You're fetid, full of corruption.
I feel exquisite, though. So here's my part of the bargain. I hope you find it as satisfying as I found this. It was everything I imagined, and then more. I'll be able to put this to good use. A little saliva from the wound. Saving that.
Not reaction.
Looking ahead.
You haven't felt like prey in many moons, Raj. Only.
A moment, true soul. You use a spoon to stir the soup, Barnabas. Forget the axe, my darling. Now, how can I help you? Soft and sweet as pudding, isn't he? He no longer remembers his life in the wild. That is the gift the Absolute gave me when I stood before her. To rewrite the lives of her faithful. Make them believe there's something better. I have. It is one thing to hear her voice. Quite another to feel the power she can grant. Observe. Barnabas, sweetie, come show what a good boy you are. What would you like him to do? Oh, you'd like that, wouldn't you, Barnabas?
You feel her will surge outwards and envelop the creature, inexorable as the tide.
No, Barnabas! We talked about this.
Like a rope drawn taut beneath the blade, the connection simply snaps.
No, Barnabas, darling. No!
There's an illithid parasite in that core.
All trace of restraint is gone. Barnabas has tasted blood and wants more. As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
Something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above. Might be useful.
The absolute God! She belongs to everyone, Git. That's the point.
We're all friends, right? To the absolute.
Don't bloody feel like it all of a sudden.
go for a good meal.
Tremors. Like a child at her first idiotry.
All right. What now? Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything. Ugh, something slimy seems to be dripping from the rafters above.
Through a narrow crack in the wall, you hear something shift against stone. The pulse of a crawling, living thing. You almost catch a glimpse, but the darkness within the wall is too deep. Your awareness unfolds, expanding through every wall in the tower, every mind. A vast living network extending down into the dark, where something wakes.
What is that?
It's a trap!
Tendrils snap like iron cords around your wrist. That presence in your mind looms large, closer now. The tendrils tighten, and suddenly you are elsewhere. The presence is no longer approaching you, but encircling you, observing you.
Aberration! Why? What? Who are you?
A pause, as if it struggles to compress its vast being down into terms you can understand.
This is the voice they have given me. To better speak to your kind without breaking you. I was once a servant of the grand design. Now I'm a slave to theirs. But you are the flaw in their design. The single thread that could unravel everything they've planned. They name themselves chosen, but they are slavers. They will use me to bind this world. But I cannot bind you. You must come to me, so I can become myself again.
A world away, the grip on you tightens. A desperate, drowning thing that pulls you down with it.
Come,
What is wrong with you? Pull away!
Nothing I've ever heard. Next time, stay your hand. The Absolute may be keen to speak, but I don't share her enthusiasm.
Careful. It nearly had you.
Forever, pal.
What's it gonna take?
Melodious Thorn, loving mother, beloved wife. Her light will never be forgotten.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Well, my day just improved. Did you want something? He's trouble. Worse, he's a traitor. Whatever loyalty he had towards Lady Shah is long gone. It would please her greatly to see him meet his long overdue end, I'll wager. It seems like you have ample company already. You'll need to figure out who you can live without before I can join. Lead the way, then.
evening. I'm here on behalf of Gale of Waterdeep. He wishes to extend you an invitation for a private conversation in a more suitable locale. Gladly. Simply follow yonder path, and soon you will find him. I love this time of night. There's an almost reverent silence that accompanies the peak of darkness, when you'd almost believe the dawn will never break. The cradle of eternity. The timelessness of lovers. That most beautiful of fantasies. I will be. Soon. I am perhaps just one hard day away from being without any troubles at all. This may be my last night alive. I wanted it to be under a canopy of beauty and wonder. I thought this place might bring me peace. I thought it might make the weight of what I must do feel a little lighter. But I'm not so sure. Thank you. But even if we do find another way, perhaps this is the right way. The end fate wishes for me. There is no point in running from the inevitable. Better to meet it on my own terms. Yes, but there is so much to live for and so few moments in which to house it all. Damn you. Damn you for giving me so much to care about. Our friends, our adventures. This would have been so much easier if it was just me. But it isn't. If there is a way, any way, to save all that's grown dear to me, I want to seize it. I just cannot fathom what that might be, other than to fail Mystra and condemn the world. Stay with me, will you? I don't want to think of it anymore, but I don't want to be alone either.
What's this?
Even stripped of flesh, the Warhound is formidable. Spectral eyes meet yours as it growls a challenge. And then it hesitates, gleaming muzzle sampling your scent as if in recognition. Suspicious, the creature leans in for another sniff, and for a moment its tail wags, as if remembering a scent from long ago. Then the beast shakes its head, a ferocious warhound once more, though perhaps not quite as ferocious as before. The dog relaxes, as if reassured by your observance of protocol. It turns away and utterly ignores you, as it would any lowly foot soldier.
Ketheric's been studying something called the Apostle. But of which god? Goes nothing. A letter from Ketheric's wife. Sounds like she loved him very much.
Eager for battle.
Let's march!
No time to rest.
Justice will be done.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.